How to save money.
Tom, have you ever thought about how important it is to save money these days?
Absolutely, Anna. Life is getting more expensive, and sometimes it feels like money disappears so fast, especially after payday.
Yes, one day you get your salary, and the next thing you know, your wallet is empty. That's why I believe saving money should be a habit, not just a reaction when we're broke.
True, but I have to admit, I find it difficult. There are always bills, food, travel, and sometimes small things like coffee or snacks that add up.
That's exactly the problem. Many people think saving is only for rich people or when we earn a lot. But actually, even small savings can grow over time.
That makes sense. So where do we start? Should we cut off all fun spending?
Not at all. The key is balance and awareness. In this conversation, let's go through practical ways we can save money without feeling stressed or bored.
Sounds great. I need this more than ever. So what's the first step to saving money, Anna?
The first step is to track your spending. If you don't know where your money goes, you'll never be able to control it.
You mean like writing down every purchase?
Exactly. You can use a notebook or an app on your phone. Write down every expense, no matter how small, even a $1 coffee.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work.
It might feel that way at first, but after 1 or 2 weeks, you'll start seeing patterns. Maybe you're spending too much on delivery food or subscriptions you don't use.
Yeah, I think I have a few forgotten subscriptions. Maybe I'm throwing away money without noticing.
Most of us do. Once you see it clearly, you can decide what to cut and where to save.
Okay, I'll try tracking my spending this week. It sounds eye-opening. Alright, now that I've tracked my spending, what's next?
Now it's time to make a budget. Think of it as a plan for your money.
A plan, like how much I'm allowed to spend.
Exactly. You write down your income and divide it into categories: rent, food, transport, savings, entertainment, and so on.
But what if I overspend in one category?
That's okay. Budgets aren't strict rules, they're guides. If you spend more on food 1 month, maybe you can spend less on shopping.
That sounds fair. So how much should I save every month?
A common rule is to save at least 20% of your income if you can, but even 10% is a good start.
That feels more doable. I guess budgeting gives you control over your money instead of letting it control you.
Exactly. It's not about limiting your freedom, it's about planning for your future.
Now let's talk about cutting costs. What's considered necessary?
Good question. Unnecessary expenses are things you don't really need or use. For example, gym memberships you don't go to, eating out every day, or buying too many clothes.
Oh, guilty. I love food delivery and buying new shoes even when I don't need them.
You don't have to stop completely, but maybe reduce how often. Cook at home more often, it's cheaper and healthier.
You're right. I could save at least $100 a month just by cooking more.
Also, unsubscribe from services you don't use. And before buying something, ask yourself, do I really need this?
That's a good trick. Maybe I should wait 24 hours before making big purchases too.
Yes, delaying a purchase helps avoid impulsive buying. It really works.
What about payment methods? Do they affect how we spend?
Definitely, when you pay with cash, you feel the money leaving your hand. But with cards or apps, you don't feel it, so you spend more easily.
That's true. I always spend more when I use my phone to pay.
Try using cash for daily expenses like food or coffee. Set a weekly limit and don't go over it.
Like giving myself an allowance.
Exactly. Or if you prefer digital, use apps that notify you when you overspend. Some banks have that feature. Interesting. I should try switching to cash for a while and see what happens.
You'll be surprised how much more careful you become. Saving still feels hard when there's so much to spend on. How can I stay consistent?
Set clear goals. Don't just say I want to save. Say, I want to save $500 for a trip, or I want $1,000 for emergencies.
That sounds more real. A goal gives me a reason to save.
Exactly, and to stay consistent, make it automatic. Set up your bank account to transfer money to savings every month.
Like, I don't have to think about it.
Yes, the money is saved before you have a chance to spend it. It becomes a habit.
That's smart. I think saving would be easier if I don't see the money in my wallet.
That's the secret: save first, spend later.
I often find myself spending a lot on shopping. Any tips to save there?
Absolutely. First, always make a shopping list and stick to it. Avoid impulse buys.
Easier said than done, especially with online shopping.
True, try waiting 24 hours before making a.
My monthly bills are so high, electricity, water, internet, it all adds up.
That's a great area to save. Start by turning off lights and unplugging devices when not in use.
I always forget to unplug things. Do they still use electricity?
Yes, devices like chargers and TVs use energy even when turned off.
I had no idea. What else can I do?
Use energy-saving light bulbs, wash clothes in cold water, and take shorter showers.
Wow, these are small things, but they can make a difference.
They really do, and if you live with others, share the costs. It makes bills lighter.
I guess saving isn't just about big cuts, but smart habits too.
Exactly, little changes at home can save you hundreds over the year.
Sometimes I'm not sure if something is a need or just a want.
That's normal. It's important to ask yourself, do I need this to live, or do I just want it right now?
So food is a need, but a new phone is a want.
Yes, basic things like food, rent, and transport are needs. Extra clothes, gadgets, and entertainment are wants.
But what if a want makes me happy?
That's okay, you can spend on wants, just not too much. Save first, then enjoy.
So it's about balance.
Exactly, you don't have to live like a monk, but think before spending.
I'll try asking myself that question every time I shop.
It'll change your whole mindset about money.
I've been thinking of buying a course, but I feel guilty spending money.
Not all spending is bad. If it helps you grow, it's a good investment.
Really, even if it's a bit expensive.
Yes, if it improves your skills, career, or well-being, education pays off in the long run.
That's encouraging. I always wanted to learn graphic design.
Go for it, just compare options and don't overspend. There are free and affordable courses too.
True, and I can use my savings for it.
Exactly, think of it as a gift to your future self.
So saving isn't just about cutting, it's also choosing the right things to spend on.
Yes, spend smarter, not just less.
Anna, I just want to say thank you again for all the advice. I've learned so much from our talks.
You're very welcome, Tom. I'm really proud of you for taking control of your money. It's not always easy, but you've made a great start.
I feel more confident now. I used to think saving meant missing out on fun, but now I see it as building something better for my future.
Exactly, it's not about restriction, it's about freedom, security, and peace of M.
And honestly, I've enjoyed these conversations more than I expected.
Me too, saving doesn't have to be boring, it can be motivating, creative, and even fun when we do it with the right mindset.
I'll start tracking my spending tonight, and maybe even set up a savings jar.
That's the spirit. Remember, small steps every day lead to big change over time.
Thank you, Anna. Let's talk again soon, maybe next time, about how to invest wisely.
Deal. Until then, keep saving smart and smiling big.
Will do. Goodbye, Anna, and thanks for everything.
Goodbye, Tom. Take care and happy saving.